Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Have you ever bitten into a plant-based burger and wondered, how did they do this? How did they manage to get this texture, this sizzle, this taste, all from a plant? Well, it's not just cooking anymore, it's engineering. Today, we're diving deep into the architecture of food, exploring the incredible science that's building the future of meat, molecule by molecule. To create a convincing plant-based steak, scientists first have to act like architects deconstructing a building. They need the blueprint of animal meat. And meat is incredibly complex. It's a hierarchical structure of muscle fibers, connective tissue, and fat. This intricate arrangement is what gives meat its unique firm, chewy, and juicy texture. Plant proteins are naturally globular, shaped like tiny balls, not fibrous like muscle. So the first major challenge is to turn those balls into fibers. Then there's the whole sensory experience. The visual appeal. That vibrant red of raw meat turning a rich brown as it cooks. The aroma. That mouth-watering smell created by the Maillard reaction, a chemical dance between amino acids and sugars at high heat. And finally, the texture or mouthfeel. That satisfying resistance and juiciness. Capturing all of this using only plants is the holy grail of food science. The foundation of any plant-based meat is, of course, the protein. For decades, the industry relied on two veterans, soy and wheat. Soy protein is a true workhorse, with a high protein content and a great ability to form fibrous structures. But it has its challenges, like a characteristic beanie-off flavor and its status as a common allergen. Then there's wheat gluten, the main protein in wheat, famous for giving seitan its chewy, meat-like texture. But again, it's a no-go for anyone with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity. These limitations led to the rise of a new star, pea protein. It's non-allergenic, has a relatively neutral flavor, and is usually non-GMO, making it the popular choice for many modern plant-based burgers and sausages. The main challenge with pea protein is that creating a fibrous structure with it alone is more difficult, often requiring help from other ingredients. But the search for the perfect protein is far from over. Scientists are now exploring a whole new guard of novel sources. First up is mycoprotein. This isn't a plant, but a fungus. It's produced by fermenting a filamentous fungus called Fusarium venenatum, and its natural structure is already fibrous, closely resembling muscle tissue. It's a complete protein, high in fiber, low in fat, and has a neutral taste, making it incredibly versatile. Then we look to the aquatic world. Algae and seaweed are proving to be sustainable protein powerhouses. Microalgae, such as spirulina and chlorella, can have a protein content of up to 70% of their dry weight. Seaweeds, or macroalgae, are also being explored. Red seaweed in particular has a high protein content and a natural umami flavor that can enhance the savory notes of plant-based meats. And let's not forget other legumes and grains. Fava beans, mung beans, chickpeas, and lentils are all under investigation. Mung bean protein, for instance, has excellent gelling properties, making it great for egg-mimicking products. This brings us to the engineering toolkit. How do you actually transform these proteins into something that chews like chicken or flakes like fish? The workhorse technology is called high moisture extrusion, or HME. Imagine a giant, superpowered pressure cooker. A mixture of plant proteins and water is fed into an extruder, a machine that uses a combination of heat, pressure, and mechanical shear to cook and texturize the material. The mixture is then cooled in a precisely temperature-controlled die, which forces the proteins to align into long, meat-like fibers. By manipulating variables like temperature and pressure, engineers can create a variety of textures, from the tender flakes of fish to the dense chew of a chicken breast. An emerging alternative is shear cell technology. Think of it as a more precise, gentle sculptor. This technology uses a controlled shear force and heat to align the protein molecules. It operates under more moderate conditions and requires less energy than extrusion, which helps preserve the nutritional quality of the proteins. It also allows for the creation of larger, more uniform whole-cut style products. But perhaps the most futuristic tool is 3D printing. In this process, different inks, formulations of plant proteins, fats, and flavors are precisely deposited, layer by layer. This allows for the creation of products that mimic the intricate structure of animal muscle, including the marbling of fat. Companies are already using 3D printing to create hyper-realistic plant-based steaks and salmon. While it's still too slow and costly for mass production, it holds immense potential for high-end, bespoke products. Now, getting the protein structure right is only half the battle. A host of other ingredients are crucial. Fat plays a critical role in mouthfeel and flavor. Plant-based oils like coconut, sunflower, and canola are used to mimic animal fats. Coconut oil, being solid at room temperature, is particularly effective at creating a firm, juicy texture that melts during cooking. Then there's flavor, which is notoriously difficult to replicate. Plant proteins often have their own off flavors that need to be masked. Scientists use yeast extracts and spices to impart a savory umami flavor. They even leverage the Maillard reaction in controlled settings to generate specific meaty flavor compounds. Color is also vital, because we eat with our eyes first. Natural colorants, like beet juice extract or pomegranate powder, are used to mimic the red color of raw meat. One of the most innovative solutions is soy leg hemoglobin, a protein from soy plant roots that is structurally similar to the myoglobin that makes animal muscle red. Finally, binders and hydrocolloids are the glue that holds it all together. Ingredients like starches and plant-derived gums called hydrocolloids help bind water and fat. Methylcellulose is widely used for its unique ability to form a firm gel when heated, which helps create that satisfying meat-like bite in cooked products. Despite this rapid pace of innovation, several significant challenges remain. The texture conundrum is a big one. While technologies have made great strides, perfectly replicating the complex, hierarchical structure of whole muscle cuts remains a major hurdle. Then there is the flavor gap. Many consumers still find that plant-based meats have a lingering aftertaste or lack the depth of flavor of their animal-based counterparts. Nutrition is another question. Some plant-based meat alternatives can be highly processed and may lack essential nutrients like vitamin B12, iron, and zinc. Fortification and using a wider variety of ingredients are key to addressing these concerns. And finally, there's the price point. Currently, many of these advanced alternatives are more expensive than conventional meat, which can be a barrier to widespread adoption. So what does the future hold? It's incredibly bright. One of the most exciting developments is the emergence of hybrid products. These combine a plant-based protein matrix with a small amount of cell-cultured meat, such as lab-grown fat cells. This could create products with a more authentic taste and texture, while still being significantly more sustainable and less costly than fully cell-cultured meat. This approach could serve as a bridge for consumers. Another game-changer is artificial intelligence. AI and computational modeling can predict the properties of different proteins, design novel proteins with specific characteristics, and optimize formulations for taste, texture, and nutrition. It's like accelerating the entire research and development process. The future of protein is likely to be a diverse and integrated system, where a variety of sources, from plants and fungi to algae and cell cultures, coexist to meet global needs. The architecture of food is a field in constant evolution, driven by a commitment to creating a more sustainable, ethical, and delicious food future. As technology advances, the line between animal-based and plant-based meat will continue to blur, ushering in a new era of culinary possibilities. Thanks for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online. We'll see you next time.